Guys, Dragon SG here with a couple of answering your questions type video Q&A. As far as printing on sticking issues seems to be a main topic here. As far as printing on regular cards, I don't have sticking issues. When printing on foils, I did have issues with it, with sticking. I found a solution for it. I'm going to share here. You could, if you have issues sticking to regular cards, you can probably use it for that too. However, I don't know if it's going to be damaging to your printer, if it's okay to run chemicals through it or not. What I use is this stuff here, and that makes it so it sticks. Yeah, my toner doesn't scrape off. I don't have toner scraping off issues either. If you do, you can spray this after you've printed off your card too, and that'll protect the toner so it doesn't scrape off when you sleeve or unsleeve or touch your card. You're going to want to do it really high in the air at first so it kind of drizzles on, and then spray it again with this stuff afterwards. So you don't, if you just spray it on right away, it's just going to spray off the toner and it's going to be wrecked. People ask to see some of my work. Again, I don't spray my cards because I don't have sticking issues with them. So there's nothing protecting them. This show and tell is a fake card here, as you see. My issue I have really is lining up my borders. Like, to get a card that looks like this probably takes 3 or 4 attempts through my printer before I finally get it right. Photoshop does a lot better job of lining up borders than, it's a lot more consistent, I guess. Again, this is fake. A lot more consistent than Word. I don't know why, I just find that it is. Because Force of Will, it's fake. As you see, no chipping, no sticking issues. Looks good. In the sleeve, it looks even better. That's just with a regular printer. I'm not hiding my printer from anyone. I think there's probably better out there. I use a CS310N. It works really good. It was cheaper anyways. Yeah, the only issue I have, definitely not sticking. Definitely not sticking when using this. The reason I was hesitant to share it, because I think any laser printer would work, but lining up borders is a bitch in this thing. It doesn't have a feed-through tray. It goes to the bottom here, so I can't feed it through myself. So consistency is definitely an issue, and there's not a whole lot I can do to control it. I tried weighting the paper down, and again, it still takes me 3 or 4 attempts to get perfect borders, but as far as everything else, it does it perfectly. That answers that. Where I get my images from is somethingmagic.net. You can find a huge torrent of the high quality photos online. They're not 600 DPI good, but if you use a laser printer and not an inkjet printer, upscaling, I think it's called, to 1200 by 1200 gives you a card that looks like this. And you can trash talk laser printers all you want, but when you're running off images that look like this in 30 seconds without having to do any extra work and getting text that crisp, can't really complain. Like, there's no photoshopping here. This is just straight off the image printed onto a card, and that's what you end up with. Like, half this deck is actually just fake. Fake. Again, no touching up, nothing else. Fake. All printed on real cards, no chipping. This is real. Real fake. Real card. The newer cards just look different than the older ones, but like, Here's an example. What was it? Real card and a fake card. Not too much of a way to tell, I'd say. I've never been questioned in my games. I don't even tell people I use proxies and fun games anymore, and no one really has called me on it yet. So say what you want about laser printers. Again, no touching up, no magic, just cut, paste, print. A lot of people have been asking me to do their proxies for them. I said I was going to. If you need them right away, don't bother asking me. I'm not gonna do them. I don't want to even do any newer stuff, just older stuff. I'm scared people are all gonna use them in tournaments and there's gonna be some trouble there, and I'm not really gonna struggle for money. And I don't think it's even legal to sell these actually, so I don't know. I'm still on the fence about that. But again, main issue, you can skip to this part of the video. I'll probably add a clip to fix it. Krylon. Fix your sticking issue, fix your scraping issue. Those are the only issues you have. Printer I use, CS310, and if you get this printer, get some Advil and maybe some beers, because you're going to spend a lot of time lining your shit up and you're going to spend a lot of time swearing. Use Photoshop if you get this printer. It'll cut your work time in half. I used Microsoft Word at first, and this thing is a lot more consistent with borders on Photoshop for some reason than it is Word. So do that. If you have any tips about lining up borders or anything like that, again, glad to hear it. If you have a better experience with your laser printer than mine, share it with the people. Let them know so then they can go out and buy one. Yeah, that's it for now. Again, Ice Dragon, setting off.